So hopefully everything's quiet tonight. I'm just gonna sit in here and basically be a target for whatever wants to come and get me. I'm a human in a cage. It's 9:30 and I'm just having a little dessert wrap without the wrap or the marshmallows. Basically I have some cashews and some dark chocolate. I just broke up the chocolate into little pieces and broke up some of the nuts, and I'm just sitting here snacking on this while I am enjoying my beautiful fire from the bug shelter. Hello. It's about 10 o'clock. I'm just sitting here. I got the fire going over there, and it's lovely. I hear a plane. Sometimes I think it's thunder, but I think it's a plane. Just sitting here trying to think about what I want to do tomorrow. The bears kind of put me off a little bit, but you know, I feel okay. I'm here, I'm fine. I'm not like freaking out or like, you know, running in my tent and hiding. But at the same time, I'm pretty much done the trip. I have a 300-meter portage and I'm thinking maybe 16 kilometers, 17 kilometers to paddle out. It's actually about 13 on the map, but then there's 2 sections of the river that are super windy, and I know that usually takes twice as long. Although if there's a current, then maybe it won't. I don't know. So I'm saying probably 4 hours is a safe estimate, which means 6. I always add on 2 hours when I'm in places like this, you know, to dawdle in case I see something, to look at the waterfalls, maybe it's windy, whatever. So yeah, so what I thought I would do is stay in the morning, have a leisurely morning, take my time, enjoy the morning, then, you know, maybe leave camp around like 10, and 6 hours to get out means I'll be out probably by 4 at the latest. And then I have a 4.5 hour drive home. So I get home at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm still driving in the daylight, but I'm missing most of the holiday traffic because most of the people from this end will probably be, you know, in Toronto by that time. And then there's a couple of restaurants I saw on the way in that are about 2 hours from the access. So it'll be just around dinner time. I can pick up some dinner on my way home. And then I have Tuesday to kind of unpack and sort out my videos and chill. Basically, I'm still spending the whole entire day here and leaving at 6-ish. And I'm just missing like dinner and campfire and sleeping. So I might do that. That's what I'm leaning towards. But again, it'll depend on the weather and just how I feel and if anything visits me tonight, if I have a good sleep, like I could change my mind in a heartbeat. But that's where I'm at right now, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Bonjour. It is 11:07, something like that. 17 degrees. It was 16 degrees in the bug shelter, and now it's 17 degrees inside the tent. 81% humidity. So I'm not sure what that means, but it hasn't been below, I think, 18 or 19. So 17, 16 is new for this whole weekend, like even at nighttime. So that's good. Temperatures are dropping a little bit. That's about it. I brought my pot lid in here in case I need to make some loud noise. I didn't bring the bangy pan because it's too loud and there's somebody camping just down the lake. I'm hoping things are fine here. So I'm really tired. I'm going to try to go to sleep, and I will see you in the morning. Wish me well. Good night. Good morning. couldn't quite see the sunrise from the campsite, so I hurried up and jumped in the canoe. It was pink a little while ago, but I missed that part. Had to run and grab my PFD and get the boat untied, but that's quite beautiful. It's quite incredible. I would say 70%-ish of the sky is covered in clouds. But yet, where the sun's coming up, there's a break. Just beautiful. I paddled across to the other side. I was hoping to find a spot where I could set up the camera so I could paddle into the sunrise, but it's too far over and I can't see anything. Oh, look at the rays. It's beautiful. See them? They're shooting out from the sunrise. Well, good morning. It is 10 after 7, and I'm just crawling back into my sleeping bag. It's 14 degrees. It's nice and comfortable. It's a little chilly for me. This is the coolest the temperature has been since I've been out, since Thursday. And I'm kind of liking it. I want to snuggle up in my sleeping bag and have a nice sleep. It looks like it might rain. It's 91% humidity on my thermometer, so we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to have a little sleep, and we'll see where I'm at when I wake up. Well, it's just going on 9 o'clock, and regardless of if I stay or I go, I still need to have breakfast. So just making my oatmeal, and I'm leaning towards leaving. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. But I'm still thinking on it. I'm also waiting to see if it's going to start raining. I don't want to spend 4 hours paddling in the rain. Portaging in the rain is a whole different thing. But it's straight paddling except for that 300-meter portage. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's all that's going on right now. I have some beautiful fresh Niagara peaches in my oatmeal that were purchased last year and dehydrated immediately after I got home from Niagara with them. And they're going to be delicious in my oatmeal. So I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my view and see if anything exciting happens. I'm glad it's not. I didn't get to eat my oatmeal yesterday because I was playing hide and seek with a bear, so. And yes, I'm going to talk about that for a long time, so be prepared. Well, good morning again. It's 10:15 and I'm all packed up and ready to go. I'm going to take my time heading out. Maybe I'll see another moose or a bear. You never know. It's still overcast. The sun did peek out for a little while, but it just tucked under a cloud. And not sure if it's going to be sunny or not today, but so far it hasn't rained, and that's all I really need. I don't need it to not rain either, but it would be more pleasant of a paddle out if it didn't rain. So just quick recap again, I got about 3 kilometers to paddle to get to the end of 5 Mile Lake. And then I have a 261 meter portage into the River Charisse, I believe. And I'm just going to take that all the way to Lac Ostabonique. I hope I got that right, probably still not. And then I have like 3.5 or 4 kilometers to paddle there. And that's about it. So let's get going. A bit of paddling ahead of me, and a little portage, hopefully. 260 meter. Doesn't look like there's anything else, but there might be some beaver dams, leftovers, things like that. Always a possibility when you're going through a river. So we'll just see where the day brings us. I'm really curious to see what's ahead. There's supposed to be one more campsite down the lake somewhere, so I'll take a look at that, and I'll let you know if I see anything cool. Alright, it is 10 after 11, and I'm just paddling along here. I have already passed the area on my map where the last campsite is supposed to be, and shocker, it's not there. Not that I need it, but I'm really glad I didn't paddle down the lake yesterday to look for it and find out it wasn't there, because that would have sucked. I'm just at the end of the lake here where it starts to narrow, and I just see a cabin or something up ahead. Glad I didn't paddle this way to see if I could find the campsite, because I wouldn't have liked to be camping around or near that if the campsite was up here. Got about a half a kilometer or so to go to get to the portage, if it is where it's supposed to be on the map. Alright, there's a closer view at the little camp there. There's 4 buildings, looks like, an outhouse, and maybe a shed and 2 cabins. And there's even a boat there. But it doesn't look like it's been used in a while. Or, well, it looks dilapidated. I hear the rushing water, so I'm assuming the portage is nearby. I did not see anything that looked like a campsite. So maybe it's after the portage, I don't know. And I also don't see the portage yet, so I'm going to stop filming so I can make sure I find that and I don't end up accidentally going down the rapids like I almost did yesterday, or was that the day before? I don't remember. Alright, I located the sign, and the portage is just after it. Yay! Waterfalls sound pretty serious. I'm excited to see them. Oh, and then we have another ATV road portage here. I didn't put my water socks on this morning just because I got so much paddling to do, and you know, it's hot still, even though it's not 38 or whatever. It's still pretty warm out, and I just thought it'd be more comfortable like that. So looks like I made the right call. I do have them in the back of the seat, just in case I needed to grab them quickly and use them, but I think I might be okay here. Well, not only is there a canoe on the portage, but there's a car here with a boat trailer, I think. I'm assuming that this is the guy that I saw camping on the island, which is pretty cool. I guess you could access here if you wanted to. This is why I thought there would be a lot of people here, because it's kind of an accessible lake, or it's supposed to be according to the map, and I thought maybe I was imagining it. So car makes me feel like at least that is true. All right, it is 11:25 and I'm about to start the last portage of the trip. Got the backpack first, even though looks like it's probably going to be a good portage seeing as a car drove down it, but I just figured might as well keep with tradition on this trip, and off I go. Well, I forgot that, I don't know why I forgot, I just looked at the map. This portage crosses the road, which is probably where that car came from. And there's a bridge there to see the waterfalls. I'll film when I get back. First I gotta drop off my stuff. And here it says, camping this way. Debar Kadir. So, I don't know. Somebody look like they camped right here. Still very wide. Nice portage. A little bit buggy. I'm still wearing my bug shirt. I'm going to take that off probably when I finish this portage and start my paddling. I'm not sure the length of that one, but I saw this and I thought, oh, I gotta go through sucky muck and a swamp. I couldn't see that it was open here. Yes, there's sucky muck. Yes, my feet are in it. And such is life. I'm not gonna put the socks on for that. I just I don't like walking in my sandals when they're wet, when I'm barefooted, because I find them a little bit slippery. So there's I guess a campsite here, maybe. I thought the portage went this way. I was walking here and I'm like, oh, I got a swamp I gotta go through. I didn't realize that the water was open right there and that was the end. So that's fun. Ugh, now I'm sliding around in sucky muck in my shoes. Oh well, such is life. There you go. That's not a bad view. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Look at that beautiful dilapidated cabin in the background. I was kind of curious, so I came through this, I don't know, it looks like maybe it's supposed to be a campsite, and the portage does go on. Hopefully I don't have to get back on it, and I'm good to go here. Alright, it's 10 to 12. Just rinsed off my feet in the water here, just letting them drip dry a bit, so the bottom of my canoe is not all wet and gross, since I'm going to be hanging out in it for a while. I'm not sure if I'll have any beaver dams though, or anything. I might. But off I go. And if you're curious, instead of going through the sucky muck like I just did, you could have went an extra 30 seconds around through the campsite and come out through to this beautiful access. Whoops. Oh well, that's okay. 12 o'clock on the nose. Haven't gone anywhere yet. I was just sitting at the end of the portage there, putting on my sunscreen, took off my bug shirt. I did my arms and my shoulders and everything. I also rolled up my pants and sunscreen, my legs, and I do have my shorts right on the top of the backpack. I was thinking about changing into them for the end of the paddle, for the end of the trip, just because it's a couple hours of paddling. But I kind of like the pants. First of all, these are zip off, so I could turn them into shorts quite easily, but I can also roll them up pretty much to where they zip off. And this way, if my legs get burnt or, I don't know, it starts raining or who knows what, something, I can always roll them back down. And that's why I wear pants like this when I'm tripping, just because of the ease and the convenience. And you can make them into whatever you need them to be. So I just got out one of my Planters peanut butter chocolate trail mix packages that I had yesterday. And hang on, I'm about to hit a rock. Oh dear, there's another one. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I got this at the dollar store. I really like it. I think it was like $2.50 or something. That wasn't $1, but it has a tear thing right on the top corner. So I just pulled it down and then I just pulled it right across. So now it makes like a little bowl. So I just have it sitting on the canoe and I'm just kind of snacking. Fun things we do. Anyways, that's about it. I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'll show you some of the river cherries, which I'll be on for quite some time. Well, it's 12:30 and things are going along swimmingly here on the river cherries. No obstructions. Water is very deep looking. No wildlife so far, just some birds and stuff flying around, tripping, and easy peasy. A little bit of shade here and there because where the sun is situated and how narrow the waterway is in certain spots, but other than that, nothing to report. You could pretty much just play this clip in a loop, and that's what I've seen the whole way through. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's a wild river in Quebec, and nobody's on it except me. Well, maybe there's somebody else on it somewhere, but not that I can see. So it's awesome. Just awesome. It's a great way to spend a day, that's for sure. Alright, I've got a bit of current here, and it sounds like some rushing water ahead of me. So I'm not sure what the situation is. Maybe there is another portage that I don't know about. I wouldn't be surprised. Just waiting to see what's around the corner. Just looking around, looking for a portage sign. I have a feeling I know where it is, and I have a feeling there definitely is one there. On the right here, there's a little bit of an opening. It's covered in bushes right now, but I think I see a landing there. Okay. I guess that wasn't my last portage of the trip after all. I'm just mad because I have all this stuff out, like a bag of food and a charger and just all these things. But it's heavy. Oh wow, that's a fun access. Not too steep. Alright. I think this is regular sand though. Let's stand on it and see. Okay, here's the fun part. I got the backpack on. Canoe's all ready to portage. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I was confused and the last one was a 95 meter and that's why it seemed so short, and this is the 260, but I'm not sure. Well, it's 102. I'm at the other side. It's not a 260. The other access getting into the water is almost as fun as the one getting out. I think this one's even more fun. There's three rocks, look like steps, but maybe a step for a giant, and nowhere to put my stuff, so probably gonna have to put the canoe facing like front first, straight down, and then load it on the hill and then kind of just jump in. I don't know. Looks like the river goes to the right. I can't see it. And there's some beautiful waterfalls here. So I'm gonna go check those out on my way back to get the canoe. Just wanna make sure my pack is stable. Just kind of dropped it on a bunch of bushes there. I think it's good. Yesterday I put it down somewhere, or the day before, and then I started to walk away and it started rolling down into the lake. So thankfully I grabbed it in time, but I just wanted to make sure it was secure before that happened. I mean, I'm going home, it doesn't matter, but still, all my gear is dry. I don't want it to get wet now. So, all right, let's take a look-see at this. Look at that, that's pretty nice. All right, I'll show you the portage. There's the end. The view is just before the end here. Just a little bit of a weird, sketchy part in the middle, but nothing too crazy. I guess it depends on what portages you're used to. This little side waterfall here. Alright, back to the trail. There's a part here that looks like because of erosion, the trail might not be here much longer. It's very narrow right up here. More beautiful views. And then we got this weird part here. So I was just watching where I stepped, because I don't know. These rocks don't seem slippery, but you never know. And then it's just up there. There's a bit of an uphill and a bit of a downhill, and that's it. So I would say maybe it's 100 meter at most. The surprise portage. The one nobody told you about. Oh, there's my canoe, see? Alright, here's the setup. I got the bug shelter and the food bag in the front. My selfie stick's laying in there. I'm going to scoot that down actually because I don't trust that. It's going down a pretty steep hill. Put that down. Got my snacks wedged in between two ropes here. That's secure. And my big backpack is down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide it down a little ways. Hopefully it'll stop somewhere. And hold it while I throw the pack in the back here. And then just keep scooting it down, holding it, and then somehow jump in and paddle away. Wish me luck. Yeah, I think this will work much better. Hopefully the boat doesn't take off. Okay, got it on the slope here. Just a little bit of the nose is in the water, and my backpack is right here behind me. So I'm just gonna slide it down, roll the backpack into there, and then jump in. All right, piece of cake. Bags in. Just a little step here in the water. And just gotta jump in and go. Might hit a little bit of this current here. Whee! Just gotta watch out, there's a rock right there. Alright. Stuck on the back here somewhere, which is probably good. So my canoe didn't take off. Put this in the stand. I'm gonna run. See any rocks right here. So just jump in the stream and off we go. There you go. Beautiful view. And I think I'm going that way. Fingers crossed. And this is why I plan extra time. Yesterday when I added those 2 hours, you guys were probably like, why do you do that? Well, this is why. Surprise portage. Maybe there's more. I have no idea. And I still have like 8.5 kilometers left to paddle to get to the access. And it's 1:30 now, so 2:30, 3:30 maybe, depending on the windy section, which is probably going to add, you know, a couple kilometers there. So we'll see. But again, no rush to get out. Got all day, and I'm really enjoying this section of the trip. I love paddling on little rivers and creeks and small waterways like this, so this is my jam. Well, I'm just paddling along, and I can hear the wind kicking up in the trees, but as you can see, the water is perfect mirror, and there isn't even barely a breeze here. Hopefully I don't have too much trouble when I get out onto Lac Ostobanique. I did my best. I think I'm close. Sorry, pardon about my French. Je parlais un petit peu français. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's 1:50 and still paddling along here. Scenery is still absolutely stunning. A little bit of a breeze here and there, but mostly perfect mirror. Just looked like there was a bunch of blockages up in front of me, and I started panicking again. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. But it looks possible. The more I paddle, I'm like, oh okay. Well, that tree's not actually. Oh, okay, that opens up on that side. So, yeah, that's so far so good. Knocked out another 1.5 kilometers, I believe, and just continuing on my way. I think I saw a snake shooting across the water. Like, it was moving so fast. It was in the middle of the river, and I just seen a little head sticking out. That's all you could see, almost like a stick. And then it just right over to the shore, and then it disappeared. I didn't have time to grab the camera and hit video. I would have never, I don't think I would have ever caught it, and probably wouldn't even be able to see what it was, but it was a kind of neat thing to see. Alright, it's 2 o'clock, and that means it's lunchtime here on the river, and I'm going to make my wrap. I have a wrap here. I've got pulled pork and barbecue sauce from Walmart in the USA. Enjoy straight from the pouch. 11 grams of protein. And I keep looking at my map, and it doesn't feel like the kilometers are disappearing. I still have 7.5 kilometers to go, and that's not with the, including like the extra 2-ish that I've added on for the windy part. So I don't know. Figured I better eat something. I'm getting hungry, and I need food. I don't generally eat when I'm tripping during the day too much, but I'm just paddling on a river, so I can just make it. Eat it while I'm paddling. The wind is taking me backwards. I'm okay if I don't move while I'm doing this, but I don't want to go backwards, so I'm just gonna kind of go over to the shoreline. Okay, there, that should do. Okay. Doesn't look very attractive, but I have had it before and it's quite tasty. So that's what it looks like. Doesn't look very amazing, but it's quite tasty. Fold it up, and voila, pork wrap. That's good. It's really good. Okay. Just gonna take the garbage bag here, push the air out of it. I'm gonna use that as my plate. Put the wrap down here. And use it while I'm paddling. That way I can just paddle, pick it up, take a bite, and keep paddling. All right, we're off. All right, it's 20 after 2, and I'm just entering the last 2 kilometers of the River Cheris. These 2 kilometers are the super windy sections that I mentioned earlier. So I'm just gonna kind of screenshot the start and the time, and then try to remember to check the time when I come out onto Lac Ostabonique and see how long it took. Just a little bit of a swift here in front of me, nothing crazy. I saw it around the corner, of course, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's here now? You just never know. Maybe this will push me through the hairpin turns a little faster, but I doubt it. Even those big waterfalls that I just like did the portage around a little while ago, there was a current for like maybe 2 minutes, and then that was it. So when they say that you can do this loop in either direction, there's really only a few spots where I could see it being a little more of a disadvantage if you did that than going in the direction that I'm going. Alright, it is 10 to 3, and I just finished that like super hairpin turny kilometer on the map, and it took me 26 minutes, which is crazy, but that is the amount of time-ish that would take me to do 2 kilometers instead of 1. So anyways, the skies are clouding up a bit more now, and the clouds are getting a bit darker. Hopefully, if there is something coming in, I get through the big lake before that happens, and hopefully it isn't too windy out there. Well, it's 3 o'clock, and I have just come around the corner to see the opening to Lac Ostabonique. And sky is looking like it did this morning when I left. But I had all kinds of blue sky and sunny patches for most of the paddling, which is fantastic. But it looks like I don't know if the weather's coming in or if it's leaving. It's really hard to see which way the clouds are moving when you're paddling, but I'm going to guess they're coming in just because I didn't see them earlier. I was also on a small river and I didn't have a huge view of the sky, so I don't know. I didn't paddle too hard in the river because I have needed all of my muscles and all of that protein from the pulled pork to get me through here. Just a little while after the last video, I took the wind picked up. It's not crazy bad. There's no whitecaps or anything. There's a couple of waves here and there, but it's just been, consistent hard paddling to move forward. So I about a 1.5-ish from the access, I believe, and just making my way through. Alright, it's 10 after 4. Just about back at the access. It's 4:26, and I am like probably 5 minutes from the access, which will land me at 4:30, exactly 6 hours from when I left camp. It's super windy out here, and I'm just giving her for the last little bit. What a trip. What an awesome trip. Alright, 4:30, I'm at the access. I made it. It's 5:40. I just spent like the last hour and a bit talking to the people who were in the canoe that were in front of me, Danielle and Anne. Super nice people. You can actually car camp here. You can buy a pass for Zec, and you can car camp here. And you can car camp anywhere, and all of the Zecs, you get like a yearly pass, and they're going to email me, and we're going to stay in touch, and I'm going to find out some more information about these places. But apparently there's all kinds of great places to go canoeing in Quebec, and I'm super excited because I'm looking for new routes. So Daniel said that he's going to email me, or Anne's going to email me, and they're going to hook me up with some information. So I'm really, really excited about that. I still have all my stuff sitting here. I just pulled it up off the dock there because I wanted to show them the route that I did. They're here camping here, and that generator I heard, the trailer, there's actually like a whole bunch of campsites here, so you could just camp here and stay here and then access the lake and go fishing. Also, the fishing thing for like $150, I can't remember the exact amount, you can fish for the whole year here. So instead of spending $80 and like coming and doing a week trip, you can fish the whole year and get this yearly pass. Also, that big map they have on the wall, I think he said it was $12, and if I send the office a check, they will mail me a map. I wanted to pick one up today, but I guess the office was closed at like 5, so I would have never made it. Anyways, lots to talk about, lots to figure out, but stay tuned because we're going to go on this adventure together. And Daniel and Anne, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you for all the information. It was great chatting with you. And I'm going to load up the canoe and get my stuff in the car and make my way home. I just want to take a quick moment to do a recap. What a great trip this was. If you've only seen one part or another, try to check out the whole series because it was a really great adventure. From seeing the moose, the second day, fromping around in the water and splashing, and having a bear on my campsite, the hard portages, the challenges, the crazy route, the beautiful scenery, the peace and quiet. What a great adventure. If you have a chance and you're looking for something different to do, and you've got some experience in tripping and navigation, and you've got a few days to spare, look up this area. I'm going to give as many tips as I can in the description of the video, so that you guys can find the resources that you need to do this adventure. But just keep note that the campsites are few and far between, and there are definitely possibilities of places where you might get stuck. Other than that, highly recommend the area. First time I ever saw a bear camping in the backcountry, so that's huge for me. And I really, really hope you enjoyed the adventure. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.